Hey, what's up? This is Todd Smith. I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to speak about building my independent income. This is a little bit more of a personal video than a lot of my other videos, but it's a question that's been asked multiple times. How am I approaching this music thing? How am I building my independent income? Because I really am trying to step out towards freedom, as they say, away from the 9 to 5 job where I'm 100% making my own income, living my own living, and music is included in that, but I really have started branching out beyond just music. In this video, I kind of want to step back, explain my mindset now, speak about the mindset evolution from when I started to where I am right now, speak about kind of my overall plan at this point about building my independent income, striving towards independence. This is definitely not a get rich scheme. This is a grind your butt off plan. So by no means think that I'm trying to sell anything to anybody that is easy. This is definitely something that if you approach, you're going to have to work years for to even have a chance to succeed. And that is just reality. And that is really what sets most people back from gaining independence, is the sheer amount of work you have to put in to even get the ball rolling and get it started. But once you do get it started, if you happen to get to that point, you can be pretty surprised at how fast that momentum builds up. And that is obviously different for everybody. Some people, that ball really takes off. But it's really important to always focus on you, because there's always somebody else who's going to take off faster, quicker. And if you focus on that, that's going to kill your momentum and the energy coming your way. So I've always kept the mindset of focusing on me and pushing my momentum forward. But when it comes to when I started this and when I first approached it, I really didn't know anything about it. So I was really focused on just starting to learn to make content, learn to record my jams. I was 100% recording audio and video for the very first time. And if you go back to my very first videos, you can tell that. Not only did I have no idea what I was doing within the audio video world, I was working off a CS900, webcam with very low light in the room. I feel I always had decent music and good messages behind my videos, so that always stood out, and that's the reason why I got some good views on those really bad quality videos. But I didn't really know anything about video or audio production. I just jumped in head first to learn it. So my main focus was on YouTube at first. It was all eggs, one basket YouTube. And that's when I built up my initial momentum on YouTube. And once I actually got a grasp of audio and video and I started to feel comfortable with behind the camera, and I started to learn how to even just use the little webcam I have to get some decent quality videos, had some already momentum in my YouTube channel where I was already getting some payouts, I really started to think about, if I am going to make this music thing work, I need to think about more than just music. And that's when I really started pushing tutorials hard. I thought the idea of content, I need to go beyond music and start pushing content. So I started mixing in music with content. I branched out a bit more because I noticed that my tutorials were getting more views. And I really started YouTube to make, jams, but what people watch, what they watch. So I started giving them what they wanted. So with the mixture of content and music, I started to branch out my idea of, what can make me income. All right, music can be a part of it, but creation and my own independent income can be more than music. From there, once I got comfortable with content, music, behind the camera, the idea of social media, I started to think about more than YouTube. Where can I share, beyond YouTube? Right now, everything's in one basket in the sense of YouTube. Yes, I'm starting to branch out. Yes, I have a Patreon. Yes, I have a Bandcamp split off from that YouTube. But that was still all connected to YouTube. So how can I get out into other places? I started to look at blockchain social media. And I actually stepped away from YouTube pretty much for 8 months and focused completely on learning a brand new technology, a brand new side of the web, which I still use today as an alternative source of income to my content and music. After I learned blockchain social media, I redirected my energy back here towards YouTube. That side of the web is a full source of alternative income that I make off this content that you see right now. So at that point, I had YouTube, I had Bandcamp, I had Patreon, I had blockchain social media. And that's when I really stepped back and I was like, wait, does audio and video and content need to be my main feeding ground? Or can that just be one expansion of my tree of independent income? And can I start thinking beyond that? And that's when I started thinking about an eBay store based on other things I love, like vintage video games, nerd collectibles, various media, electronics, things that I know. I built up an inventory after over a couple months. Then I started an eBay store, which is now another source of independent income. So I've really adapted the concept that if I am going to step out on my own, whether that be, me really loving music and focusing a little bit more on that, I am going to need more avenues of income. Very few people are going to live comfortably off one source of independent income when they step out into that world. And I feel having as many rivers, as many branches, as many streams feeding that growing ball is just the smartest and healthiest thing to do. So that is pretty much, the evolution of my thought process and growth of independent income. And where I started, how I started making content, where my mindset was, in where it is today, what I think of the concept of independent income and freedom, and what I'm doing to feed it. And I hope that kind of gives you a grasp into my thinking of why I do everything I do. And there's actually more coming. I'm not done yet. I'm trying to build this concept as solid and as big as possible, because I feel the bigger I get it, the more free I am, better stuff I can supply you guys. Because at that point, once I completely step away from work, I can obviously give a lot more time towards my content. So as I want to say, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Patreons, every month. Love you guys. You guys help me reach this goal. You guys are one of those branches of the streams feeding the concept that I just spent a while talking about. And I can't thank you enough. And as always, stay positive, stay creative, support each other, and peace.